Getting ready for week number 2 with Joe Troche, head coach of the Lutheran Norse. Norse fell in week number 1-2 presentation. And Joe, you've had time to analyze the game, watch the film, break everything down. What were your main takeaways from week number 1?
Yeah, we fought hard, and I was proud of that. I like our game plan. I think the first quarter we executed it well. We had almost 250 yards of offense, and defensively we did a good job getting off field when we needed to, and it just didn't last the whole game. So we need to finish better. The effort was great. Our execution was not, and we need to pair those together. We got to complement each other. So when we're playing well defensively, we need to play better. Like, let's get some scores. We had some opportunities to get our hand on a football, and instead of scoring, we fell down, and that would have helped our offense a little bit, kind of maybe rejuvenate them.
And when you look at, you mentioned a lot of things on the macro end of things. Looking at the stat sheet looked pretty good, but on the micro end of things, the things like 1 for 4 in the red zone, the 3 turnovers, the 8 penalties, what are some of the things you need to do to clean those things up?
Yeah, and those are us related things. Some penalties that you'll live with. Where we're trying to be aggressive on the defensive line, and guys are, we're giving them snap counts to jump off of and things like that. But late hit on a quarterback that gets you within field goal range is unacceptable. The holding penalties because we're not playing with our technique. Those are things that are just us related, right? Nothing that the opponent did. Those are things that we can control if we do those things. Like the first interception, we get inside the 5 and a receiver runs the wrong route, and then we throw the ball to him instead of trusting our reads and just giving the ball off, to our all-conference running back. So we're just trying to do too much and play outside the scheme. We just need to play within the scheme. And when we do that at a high level, we saw on Sunday that good things happen.
And looking at the offense, there was definitely some big play potential, some nice big plays via both the running and the passing game. So the spark is there, the ability is there. Is it fair to say you just need to be more consistent, play per play, rather than feast or famine?
For sure, for sure. And I think, our O-line's got to protect our quarterback, and our quarterback needs to take his shots when he can, but also live to play another down. It's okay if the drive, ends with a punt, and play the long game instead of trying to, go for a touchdown when we get pressure up the middle or things break down. It's not, hey, let's just throw it deep and hope for something good to happen. So we got to be better. We got to be more patient with that, because you can see we're going to take our shots, but we got to be smart about it, not force it.
And defensively, you mentioned in the first quarter, you did a pretty decent job of getting off the field on 3rd down. After that point, presentation was able to keep a lot of drives going. Is that one of your emphases going into this week? Just getting off the field and giving your offense a shot?
That's part of it. For us, we need to work better as a staff. I know for me, as my first game as a head coach, I was not a great position coach. I didn't help our D coordinator as much as I would liked. So he was shorter coach because I was trying to manage the game and do some other things. So I can do a better job personally. And that's something that I'm really focused on, making sure that our coordinator is getting the information he needs so he can make adjustments, because presentation made some good adjustments on game day, and they made better adjustments, really.
And I know it's the first game as a new staff, first game in a game day situation. There's always a lot of logistics that go with that, between the guys in the booth, the guys on the sideline, the communication between the players itself. How did those things go? And if they went well or didn't go as well as planned, what type of things do you need to do better on that end of things this week?
Yeah, I hit a little bit on my opportunities for growth. I thought our staff, defensively, because I'm on the defense side a lot more, did a really good job. No one panicked. Just to see the grit, just the Coach Cooper's ability to refocus our guys and not lose it and motivate them was really a lot of fun. And Coach Barnes in the box kept his cool. And then offensively, just hearing our guys trying to really focus on solving problems and simplify things was great. So I thought we gave our students a really good chance, and I thought we did a good job being composed. And I look forward for that to get better as we get better communicating, and the timing. That's a big one for us, especially as we transition from a unit to special teams. That's a big one that we need to do a better job of, and me specifically.
And this week, you make your first road trip of the year. Last week was the home opener, and it's always fun to play on your home field. But does getting on a bus and going to another person's place to play a football game, is that a opportunity to make you a little bit more of a unified group, knowing the fact that hey, we're going into enemy territory and we got a job to do?
Yeah, I think anytime we can be together in confined spaces is good. I tell our players that the most important thing is when we're together, specifically the football field, because we're together and we're doing something that we love. And traveling to a really good opponent, I think, would be good for us. And we got really good relationships and culture in our team. So I'm excited. We experienced that with our scrimmage with Cornell, and that was a lot of fun just to hear our guys just taking the time to rejoice because they played well and did some good things. And I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear that going there and coming back because the guys are proud of their effort and what they've done.
And St. Olaf is going to be your opponent. They fell to Central in the first week of the season, but the Ole's usually a really solid program. My sources say there's some great alumni from that St. Olaf program. I'm sure you can confirm or deny that one. What do you expect out of the Ole's this week?
Yeah, they got a lot of talent. They got two tight ends that can run that you got to respect. They got two really good running backs. They can spread you out. They got some receivers that can run. Defensively, they've got guys been starting for them for 2 years, and they're going to be hard to play against. And I know those guys well. They'll be well coached. They're going to be a lot more disciplined in presentation. They're talented, and they'll play hard for Coach Killian and that staff. Those young men understand the rivalry and how important this game is, and so they'll be ready.
All right, Coach. Hopefully you can get on the winning track this week. Another solid effort, another step forward with trying to build things back where everybody wants them to be. We wish you good luck. Keep your kids healthy, and thanks for the time as always.
Thanks, Darren. Look forward to seeing you.
Joe Troche, head coach of the Luther College North.